Hi, I'm Molly and welcome back to my channel. Welcome here if it's your first time. In today's video, I am going over 5 things that you need to know before you ever pick up another makeup brush. I know that sounds dramatic, but these are 5 different things I learned as a makeup artist that really helped me out, so I hope that they'll help you out as well. The first thing to know is the 3 parts of every single makeup brush. We have the handle, the ferrule, and the bristles. The handle is what you hold on to when you are maneuvering your makeup brush. The ferrule attaches the handle and the bristles, and it also clamps the bristles in place. You can see how there's a little crimp on this one. The bristles are what pick up product and apply it and blend it on your skin. What I really like to look for in my makeup brushes is to have a ferrule that is really strong and well connected to the handle and the bristles. You shouldn't feel any wobbling between the ferrule and the handles. It should feel totally firm like this. Number 2, your bristle length, density, and shape will affect how the product looks on your skin. Now, this is one of the coolest things to me when it comes to makeup. You can use the same exact product and get 3 completely different results just by changing your brush. We have a loose, fluffy brush. Next, we have a more densely packed lid brush, this smudge brush. So this is the most densely packed brush. It really is incredible how you can get 3 completely different results just by changing your brush. Same product, different brush. You can think about this not just with eyeshadow, but with your complexion products as well. What do you want out of it? Do you want a sheer wash of color? Then you're gonna go fluffy with your bristles. Do you want coverage, a more intense level of coverage? Then you're gonna go with a more dense brush. Love, love, love this. I don't even want to call it a tip, just I love this information. The third thing to know is your bristle material matters as well. Right here we have synthetic. This is a man-made fiber, and this is a natural fiber brush. Synthetic brushes can be used with all 3 makeup types: liquids, creams, and powders. I pretty much just use my natural bristles with powder exclusively. So the synthetic bristles are really nice that you can work with all 3 products. Where the natural bristles do stand out is working with powder products because they tend to have a little bit less kick up with the powder. If you've ever heard people say that in a review, this eyeshadow palette seemed to have a lot of kick up. If you switch from a synthetic bristle to a natural bristle, you might get better results. Again, same exact powder, same exact product, but just switching between these materials or these fibers, you might get better results with your natural bristles because they just tend to grip powder a little bit more efficiently. A tip on your bristle material, no matter which one you choose, and I like to have a mix when I'm applying my makeup, make sure that when you are using it on your skin, from the moment you touch it to your skin to when you lift it off, that you are not feeling any scratchy feeling on your skin. It should feel light and fluffy the whole time. Even when you lift it off your skin, you shouldn't feel a scratchy feeling after you lift the brush off. This is really important because you want to make sure that you're not using all this gorgeous, wonderful skincare and then scratching your face up with bristles. So go for soft. This tip absolutely blows my mind because it's something that I would catch myself doing all the time and still catch myself doing. Where you hold your makeup brush is really important. There's a lot of times where I catch myself right here choking up down on the ferrule. I'm gonna zoom in. What happens when you hold your brush closer to the bristles is that you are putting so much pressure on the bristles that they really have no choice but to be more firm on your skin. They're gonna splay a little bit as you're trying to blend. See how the bristles are bending? You are going to deposit too much color and you are going to deposit color unevenly. This is the easiest switch, and I have to remind myself all the time to do it. Instead of grabbing your brush here, you're going to grab at the end of the handle. Just by switching that up and grabbing here, you can see as I go back in, I'm going in on the same spot. And now I am controlling the pressure and the bristles aren't bending just by switching from holding your brush here to holding your brush here. You are going to get so much smoother, more even coverage and blending, and it's also softer on your skin. Hands down, one of my favorite tips to know about using your makeup brushes. The last thing that I want to talk about is washing your brushes. Imagine if you were applying all your makeup with your hands and you hadn't washed your hands in 2 or 3 days. that's kind of gross, right? So think about it that way. You really need to keep your brushes clean so that you keep your skin healthy, but also you don't want old product sitting in here. Say you switch between foundations a lot, those formulas might not work together. So if you're grabbing a brush that has old product in it and putting that on your skin, you're just not going to get your best results. The next thing I want to talk about is a tip for actually washing your brushes. Anyone who's ever washed a makeup brush before, you wash the brush, you watch all the gunk come out, and then you pick your brush back up and there's still a makeup spot in the middle. So here's what we're gonna do. When you're putting your soap in your bristles, you wanna make sure that the soap gets in between to about the halfway point. Hold your brush almost like you're going through a stack of playing cards, and you're gonna put your cleanser right into the middle of the bristles so that it gets to this halfway point, and then you can start to massage it in. Let it sit for about 30 seconds, and then we are going to rinse our brushes. You don't want to get any water in any part of the ferrule because we want to make sure that that glue, the integrity of the glue, stays in perfect condition. So you're going to take your brush and then make sure that the water, as you're getting water in your brush, it's all going down. Then you're going to take your towel, gently squeeze out any of that excess water. You're going to be so amazed because my tip on getting the soap in there is going to get your brushes the cleanest they've ever been. You are going to dry your brush horizontal again so that water can't drip in any part. And you're going to make sure that the edge of the brush is hanging out so that there's air circulating all around the bristles. That is everything. I really hope that these tips help. They have been a game changer for me, so I hope that they really help you as well. Let me know if you have any questions, if there's anything else you'd like to know. That's what I'm here for, so ask away in the comments. If you found this video helpful, I would love if you could give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.